That folk music that you play there, what is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
She got big red lips, she got big brown eyes. She's too big for you, but she's just my size. She wears the pants, but not the skirts. She likes to rub me anywhere it hurts. I love my baby ever since day one. She can talk a blue streak, but I prefer the gray one. Sometimes it's hiding, but I know it's there. She's my baby with the Bride of Frankenstein hair. She rocks the vocals and she rocks the bass, and she said she'd like to come back to my place. Holding hands, walking down Flatbush Ave is the greatest sensation I could ever have. She likes to kiss me at the traffic light and calls me up late on a Saturday night to say she's in a hotel but she doesn't know where. My baby with the Bride of Frankenstein hair. I got it bad 'cause she got the goods. She got the irons and I got the woods. She gonna ask me out on a date, then maybe later on we can procreate. I hear her coming down the BQE with a big jar of salsa from the A&P. She didn't bring chips, but I don't care as long as she brings that Bride of Frankenstein hair. The rules and she makes iced tea. She doesn't suffer fools, but she suffers me. She got a master's and a PhD in psychedelic ethnomusicology. She never kicks me with the cowboy boots, and we got a place together in downtown Cahoots. I like to see her in her underwear. She's my baby with the Bride of Frankenstein hair. The Bride of Frankenstein hair. Let me tell you something, Elsa Lanchester ain't never gonna best her. Boris Karloff is gonna get his rocks off if she lets me touch her on the derriere. She's my baby with the Bride of Frankenstein hair. James Whaley never gonna fail. Colin Clive was the greatest man alive 'cause he made the plans and he brought to bear the lady with the Bride of Frankenstein hair. The Bride of Frankenstein. Thank you.
All right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest is Mark Allen Berube.
Hi, Ralph.
I get the pronunciation right?
You did. Well done, sir.
Good. Fun song.
Thank you. We want to go into another one? You want to talk about that a little bit? I'm up for anything. Ready to hit another one? Okay.
What do you have to say about that song?
It's a love song, really. A lot of my songs are a little bit twisted, and they have a kind of a bent sense of humor to them, but there tends to be some kind of real emotion under them, or at least some kind of intellectual idea. And if that one is at its heart, really just a love song. It's about a girl, and she's pretty nice, and the guy in the song really likes her. So that's all there is to it. Lots of wonderful things happen. got several love songs like that that don't sound like love songs at first, but then once you actually dig down underneath them, that's really what they're all about. Like this next song, which is also, believe it or not, a love song, even though it doesn't sound like it at first. I like your leather shoes and the way your hair is styled, but there's something else about you that's just driving me wild. I can't hold it in, I just gotta tell you that I like the way you smell. I like the way you sing, I like the way you dance, I like your friendly manner and exquisite taste in pants. And although that stuff is mighty swell, I like the way you smell. Some people give off a screaming foul aroma that's enough to put every living person in a coma. From Edmonton, Alberta, down to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and sometimes down to New Orleans, but not you, baby. I like the way you touch me, I like the way you kiss, but what really knocks me out is this olfactory bliss. Now there's a word I probably can't spell, but I like the way you smell. Your lips are mighty sweet, but babe, I've got a Jones for your truly awesome odors and fantastic pheromones. I try to stop it, what the hell, I like the way you smell. Even if you go 3 days without a shower, I prefer your bouquet to the very finest flower. I'll just sit and sniff you, babe, hour after hour, and sometimes even day after day, until I gotta go to work, so don't cover up that stuff. I'll raise my hand, cause I'm sure that I'd give you everything to keep your saucy scent pure. It makes me just wanna yell, I like the way you smell. I'm telling Alice, Flo, Vera, and Mel, I like the way you smell. I like the way you smell. I like the way you smell. Thank you.
So in a few days, you're going to be going to the Falcon Ridge Emerging Songwriter Showcase.
Indeed. Should be a lot of fun.
It's a nice honor.
It is. I'm very, very, very pleased about that. It's a really wonderful thing. So I cannot complain. That's for sure.
Cool.
So should we go into another one? I'm actually going to play that first song I plan to be playing at the up there, and that should be a lot of fun. It's one I play all the time. I got a lot of other songs that aren't love songs, but are just sort of silly, that come from some very odd places. I think they're really kind of like Seinfeldian songs, where they're just about very small things in life that happen to seem to have great impact on people. Like this one that I wrote about somebody whose career choices haven't really worked out the way that they wanted them to. Hello, my name is Morgan, and I'll tell you my biography. For 20 years or more now, I've been studying photography. I take a pretty picture, but I have to pay the rent, and the money from freelancing's barely made before it's spent. So I went to Kids R Us so I could help out my condition, and filled out an application for a portraiting position. So now I find I'm not exactly doing what I please. Instead of shooting landscapes, I'm just getting little brats to say cheese. To say cheese. And now I may be kinda ugly, but I'm not a scary guy. And whenever kiddies look at me, they all begin to cry. Their mommies and their daddies think that they just need a minute, but the session's supposed to end soon, and I'd just like to begin it. The kid is getting antsy now, cause we've been here a while, but we all could go home sooner if we'd give a little smile. And now I'm getting laughed at by the other employees. They think it's such a hoot that this insufferable twerp won't say cheese. Come on, kid, just say cheese. And I don't care if you say Asiago, Stilton, Limburger, or Camembert, or maybe pepper jack, or Roquefort, mozzarella, or Gruyere. American or cheddar, baby, Swiss or provolone, or creme, fresh pecorino, bocconcini, mascarpone. Jarlsberg feta, guess you better learn to hit the curb. Fresh ricotta, kid, you got a lot of stinking nerve. Good to eat 'em, don't you need 'em just to make this work? Havarti, can't you see you're driving me berserk? Come on, you little jerk, and say cheese. What else I have to do in here to get a change in luck? I'll make a fart tongue, cross my eyes, or quack just like a duck. I'll stand up on my head and take a picture upside down if it gives me just a snowball's chance of wiping off that frown. I don't know what else I can do to make the horror stop. I'll probably just give up and fix it up with Photoshop. I'm so humiliated now that I'm down on my knees and begging for a 4-year-old to just give me a break and say cheese. Just say cheese. Please, please, just say cheese. Jeez Louise, just say cheese. Thanks very much. I also write very short songs so that I get more applause, because I go for too long without applause and I feel really insecure, and I need to know that the people love me, and or hate me because they may stop in between songs and they might throw stuff, and that's okay too, as long as I get validation and I'm clear on where I stand with the audience. That's a good thing for me. You're not gonna throw things at me, are you, Ralph?
No.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. You do love me though, right?
You're based in New York City?
Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm based in Brooklyn. Yes, Brooklyn's a lovely place. There are a lot of people who are based in Brooklyn. It's really quite amazing, just how many musicians end up there. I don't know where they're going to go next, because we all ended up in Brooklyn in the first place because Manhattan got too expensive, and now Brooklyn's getting too expensive. And so I don't know if things are going to start happening in Queens and Staten Island and who knows where else. Maybe New Jersey. Wouldn't that be great?
Brooklyn is a creative vortex.
It really is. It really is. And it's interesting, the neighborhoods that sort of pop up. Williamsburg in particular is one that sort of popped up as a hotbed of creativity. And then of course once that happens, then people with money start moving in, and then it gets ruined, and then they have to go somewhere else. So now they're all fleeing towards East Williamsburg and Bushwick and wherever's next. This is another sort of weird song, and again, I tend to write songs on topics that I think are just sort of interesting to me, whether they've been songs by anybody else before or not. Actually, preferably, it's better if they're not, because I prefer, if somebody Googles one of my songs, that's the only thing that's going to come up, and it's not going to be something else that somebody did. But this particular song is one that was born out of curiosity. There was some news a couple years back about a great scientific discovery. Well, not a discovery, but more of a validation, where scientists discovered they could actually form the elusive Higgs boson particle. And I, like a lot of people, had no idea what they were talking about. I had an idea that I knew that it was something really good, but I didn't know what it was. And so I had to do a lot of research, and I ended up writing this song about it. So it's really about a quest for knowledge. I read this article about some subatomic particle that's giving scientists a rush. It's not a quark, it's not a lepton, it's something that I should have slept on, because this whole thing just turns my brain into a pile of mush. Charts and animations have left me in complete frustration. I just can't seem to get this through my wasted little brain. I never meant to fritter it, but I'm not so scientifically literate. I'll leave it up to someone wiser to explain. So let's go to Switzerland, where lots of friendly geniuses are gonna help us understand. Come on and get your clothes on. We're gonna party with the Higgs boson, the 21st century's greatest find. Don't get in a panic, we're gonna rock some quantum mechanics. Get up off your asses, gonna wade through the cosmic molasses. The way this boson gives off mass, it's really gonna blow your mind. Yep, we're heading on up to CERN. That's spelled C-E-R-N, and that's an acronym for something in another language, I don't know. But it's a big place where they have this giant racetrack that they send protons around really, really fast, and they smash them into each other, and they go, yes, there it is, it's the Higgs boson, and the rest of us go, I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, here in Geneva, a place that you would not believe, a giant lab for making little protons go real fast. What could be greater than a particle accelerator, confirming how the Higgs field gives all other particles mass? What do you think of that? Except to say that I think this Higgs boson makes me look so fat. Get your pantyhose on, you can blame it on the Higgs boson. They tend to mankind. Put on your new spandex, we're gonna rock some quantum mechanics. Get up off your asses, gonna wade through the cosmic molasses. The way this boson gives off mass, it's really gonna blow your mind. You know, a lot of people think that all of this mucking about in science, it's a really bad idea. They think, you know, all this research is going to open up a black hole in the middle of Europe and it's just going to suck everybody into it and everybody's going to die and it's going to be really horrible. Actually, I think that's kind of cool. But there are other people who have a bit more, shall we say, localized paranoias. Take my mom, for instance. Last night, Mom had a bad dream. She woke up and let out a scream. Some scientists had turned her into some kind of a bomb. They went and tied her into the Large Hadron Colliders, smashed her near the speed of light into someone else's mom. This seemed a gruesome twist. Not to mention a breach of ethics for any self-respecting physicist. Come on and get your clothes on. We're gonna party with the Higgs boson, the 21st century's greatest find. Don't get in a panic. We're gonna rock some quantum mechanics and get up off of your asses. Gonna wade through the cosmic molasses. The way this boson gives off mass is really gonna blow your mind. Up, down, charm, strange, top and bottom. No looking any further cause I think we finally got 'em. Get your prosthetic nose on. You can party with the Higgs boson, a friend to all of humankind. Blacks, whites, and Hispanics are all gonna rock some quantum mechanics and get up off of your asses. Gonna wade through the cosmic molasses. The way this boson gives off mass is really gonna blow your mind. The way this boson gives off mass is really gonna blow your mind. The way this boson gives off mass is really gonna blow your, really gonna blow your, really gonna blow your mind. Thank you.
We should let folks know how they can get more information about your touring schedule. And
Absolutely, yes. They can go to www.markallenberube.com. That's MarkallenBerube. I think the graphic's going to be up at the end of the show. But yeah, there's lots of fun stuff there, pictures and videos and tour dates and me rambling about crazy things, you know, crazy things like that. There's things about science, crazy things about what's going on in my life. And all that business.
What crazy things are going on in your life?
Lots of crazy things are going on in my life. I'm in a family of musicians. My wife is a musician. She's been on this show before, the lovely Caroline Solabello. So she's very busy. We try to avoid playing music together because it doesn't work so well. We've got a lovely young son that we're taking care of, and he's also a budding musician. Really excellent singer with great pitch, and we just have a lot of fun, and try to stay out of trouble whenever we can.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do another love song, another one that doesn't sound like a love song, but really is. When it all boils down to it. And this is one that I wrote specifically for my wife. She occasionally, The Way You Smell is another one that I actually stole from her. The sentiments were actually hers, and then I'm the one who turned them into kind of ridiculous songs. I shared a bunk bed with my brother. I was on the bottom and he was on the top. I spent most of my childhood just lying awake, wondering if and when the torture was ever gonna stop. 'Cause sometimes he'd hit me with his pillow. Sometimes he'd freak me out and hide under the bed, or smear my sheets with chocolate pudding, then tie me to the bedpost, drip water slowly on my forehead. But now I'm all grown up and life's been drained of dread, because instead of brother's evil mug, I see your smiling face instead. I never worry that you're gonna punch me. I never worry that you're gonna go through all my stuff. I don't have to watch your every move. That might not seem like much, but it's enough. I don't need another psycho making life a living hell. With you beside me, I sleep very well. It's been so long since I have slumbered in a place where I felt unencumbered by fears of persecution when I go to shut my eyes. You're such a blessing in a really bad disguise. Oh, good God. I know it all sounds rather silly. I know I probably seem real paranoid to you, but I know you'd never do things he did. I mean, he was only 12 years old and you're 32. But I love to feel your arms around me. I love to feel your fingers running through my hair. I love the steamy pulse of your breath on my neck. You can drool right on my arm and I won't even care. I trust you implicitly, I want to make that clear. The calm that I can finally feel, I owe it all to you, my dear. I never worry that you'll kill my hamster. I never worry that you'll put the corpse next to my head. I never worry I'll wake up to find all of my toenails painted red. I owe so much to you for all the fear that you dispel. With you beside me, I sleep very well. I sleep very well. I sleep very well. Ya-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ya-ta-ta-ta. Thank you very much.
You mentioned Caroline Sabella.
Yes.
Is she in a group?
She is. She's actually been performing lately. Well, she was with Red Molly for many years, and then she went out on her own as a solo artist. And in the last couple of years, she has teamed up with some friends of hers that were in a larger collective called Chicks with Dip. And they had gotten together at one time and done a tribute to Joni Mitchell's Blue album. And a few of them splintered off into some subgroups, and she teamed up with Karen Oliver and the Yayas, Catherine Miles and Jay Mafali, and they've been playing shows together lately as the No Fuss and Feathers Road Show, and they're a great deal of fun as well. And the fine ladies of No Fuss and Feathers Road Show actually helped me out on my most recent album as well, giving me some background vocals. So they're really lovely people, and they really sound great together, and they're having a lot of fun doing it too.
Red Molly was great when we had them on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was really nice to see her doing that, and then striking out on her own, making a few albums since then, and it's been really wonderful.
Great.
So,
What else would you like to give us?
I've got something else here. If we're nearing the end, I can do the last one. If not, then we'll just keep rolling with other fine things on my exciting list.
We have about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes? Okay. Well, this one will be quick, and then we can do an outro with the other one, I guess. It's just a simple workout, the kind that I do every day. How do I have this sense of impending doom? A dull feeling in my guts of unyielding dread and deep dismay as I prepare to enter the locker room. 'Cause I know just what's waiting there, a guy with too much body hair and a sharp propensity for displaying all of it. He's still here, he's still naked. I'd offer him a towel, but I don't think that he'd take it. Modesty doesn't mean a thing to him. The naked guy at my gym. I got here at 12:15. That's when I saw him standing there, applying speed stick to his underarm. I changed into my sweatpants and he casually toweled off his hair. It didn't seem like he would do me any harm. Then I went out to use the treadmill and time came to a virtual standstill, and I returned to a ghastly sense of Deja vu. He's still here, he's still naked. I'd offer him a towel, but I don't think that he'd take it. Modesty doesn't mean a thing to him. The naked guy at my gym. Now, I got nothing against the human body. Nudity is not a thing to be feared, but hanging out naked in the locker room for 2 or 3 hours is a little bit weird. I don't want to broach the subject. I don't want to get into a fight. Anyway, I'm not real sure just what I'd say. But he's probably been here all day, and he'll probably be here all damn night until the gym folks tell him he has to go away. I hope he covers up his hide because it's 10 degrees outside. And after all, tomorrow is another day. He's still here, he's still naked. I'd offer him a towel, but I don't think that he'd take it. Modesty doesn't mean a thing to him. The naked guy at my gym. The unnecessarily naked guy at my gym. Thank you very much.
All right.
That's a true story, believe it or not. Well, more or less. They're all true stories to some degree, aren't they?
I guess.
It's a true story if you want it to be, right?
I don't want it to be.
You won't. Nobody wants it to be, but it's surprising for how many people that is a true story. I kind of thought that was sort of a throwaway when I wrote that song, and I was amazed at how many people came up after me and said, "Oh my God, that has happened to me before." So anyway, thanks so much for having me on the show, Ralph. I really appreciate it. If you want to pick up your harp and help me out on this, I'd really like it. This is called Cocktails on the Balcony.
Great. Thanks for being with us.
Cocktails on the balcony, the hangmen practice falconry. They pull the hoods off convicts' heads and watch them fly away. In the wind, they twist and tack, they flounder some, but don't look back. They sail right past the grocery store, hang another day. Oh no. Refreshments on the promenade, barbarians with orangeade staring at the castle as they load the trebuchet. The alpha turns his cell phone off and scoops more ripple from the trough. They raise a glass in tribute to the soaring summit.